Hi, Clara Chenevere, Stepmom Coach. And yes, I am back for day 8 of my 30-day gratitude and success challenge. It's a beautiful day. Well, it was a beautiful day where I am. Mind you, I had some friends up north in Canada that had snow. Oh, I am very disappointed and sad for you guys because who wants snow now? We're done with a whole bunch of stuff and we just don't want any more snow, right? I know. But I will say that it was a really nice and sunny here. It was in the 80s. And I didn't get to enjoy it much. I did have... did we eat lunch outside? No, we didn't. But I did get to sit outside, have a little bit of wine before dinner, so that was good. So, like I've been doing for the last 8 days, I am sharing what I am grateful for. And then after that, sharing my successes for the day. And part of one of the successes I am going to be so grateful for to share will be when I finish setting up my my page for the gratitude. But sometimes there are things we want to do and it just doesn't come together. Ever feel like that? Ever feel as if like you want to do something, you have it all planned, and then life gets in the way? I know. Sometimes that's how I feel. Like I feel I'm trying to get ahead, do something, and I get distracted. I feel as I'm getting older, it's easier for me to get distracted. Just saying. All right, so let me share what I'm grateful for. And then I would love to hear what you're grateful for. And so if you listen to any of the videos I've shared in the past, I've talked about the importance of gratitude and success and why I'm feeling my phone is acting weird. It was the full moon last night, so that's why. So, no, I think it's good now. Okay. There's something when you're looking at yourself and all of a sudden you're going like all slow-mo. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's 10. It's been a long day. And so if I'm a little crazy, that's okay. It's the full moon. We're allowed to. So what am I grateful for today? Well, one of the things that I'm very grateful for, and I always feel, it always surprises me a little bit because I'm the type of person who is very comfortable to be on her own. Like, I don't mind being on my own. I don't crave being in groups of people. Mind you, I do like to be around people. I love people, but I don't crave being around people all the time. And so whenever I write down, what I'm grateful for, it often comes up that I'm grateful for the people in my life. And so I think that's important for me to write it down and to acknowledge that, because it's easy to take for granted people that we have around us and assume they'll always be there. And with everything that's going on in the world with the coronavirus and people dying here and there, we have to realize that we never know what our next days or whatever is going to happen next. And so, as I write down what I'm grateful for, it's one of the things that I realize, and that's the reason why I think it's important to write it down, is that I come to realize that, the people that are in my life are a big part of what I feel grateful for. So, for example, I love that the people I saw that I got to hang out with today, I've had several Zooms in the last several days, which is a nice, technology is amazing for this. Even though we are physically distancing, we're maintaining social connections, right? And so I prefer to call it physically distancing rather than social distance. Yeah, because I like to socially connect while physically distancing. So so why so grateful for the people that I have in my life, and especially for today and yesterday, is that, the people that I was with and that I am with are very supportive. They're very encouraging. We laugh together. There's no judgment. So I'm able to be myself. And so that's something to really take into account, the people you're with, and to acknowledge them and to just let them know thank you for being a part of my life. And so that is a theme that is coming more and more, and I think it has more to do as I get older. It's part of what I feel is a good thing for me. The second thing that I am very grateful for was the warm, sunny day that we just had today. I live in Virginia, so it was 80. It was, there's something about when we're in nature, and I know for me, it impacts me, that when it's a nice, bright, sunny day, it just feels like the day is better. No matter what's going around in the world, knowing that you are able to enjoy a little bit of sun, a little bit of warmth, it really helps to make your life that much better. Anyways, it does for me. So I was very grateful for the nice, sunny, warm day that I had today. The third thing that I'm very grateful for was the delivery service. These guys and gals are working really, really hard. So I had ordered stuff on the internet. So this morning, the lady that delivers my mail was able to put the mail. I had a bucket, a big tub, a plastic tub. So I asked her to put the mail in the tub, and so that we would be physically distant from one another. And what I noticed is that a lot of hi Deanna. So I noticed that for the post office or the mail delivery, they have a sign in front of their windows, please stay 6 feet away. And then they have a sign in there on their trucks. And so these mail carriers, are putting their health on the line for us. And so I told her, thank you so much for what you do and for delivering my mail and doing, continuing to do what you do. I really, really appreciate it. So I know she turned around and she smiled and she said, thank you, welcome, right? So very, very grateful for those that are delivering our packages and our mail. I had 2 today. So the other one was from UPS, and the guy had a handkerchief around his neck. He had some gloves on his stuff, and so had him put the package in the garage and kept my distance. And I think he appreciated it, so that we're respecting our space, so that I'm not putting his life in danger, and I'm taking care of mine. And so, I think we're looking at people in terms of we respect, the physical distance we're keeping, because I think you're important. So, yes, I'm very grateful for the people who deliver our stuff that we have. So that was a good thing. So the three things that I want to celebrate as a success for me. And it was interesting because as I was getting ready to jump on the call and write them, I struggled a little bit with this, because one of the things that I feel I'm almost successful is I worked on my article for Stepmom Magazine, and so I'm almost done, and I hate when I'm late, but so yes, I worked on this. I'm almost done, some tweaking to be done, and then I'll really be able to celebrate. So that's one success I want to acknowledge for myself that I've done. The second thing that I want to acknowledge my success on is sending my newsletter to my list. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I've been so absorbed with a lot of things that are going on. Like for today, part of my day was washing a lot of stuff in my house, washing the doorknobs, and I had another person come in for an estimate for something we were considering doing. So, all of a sudden I'm washing doorknobs, I'm washing doors, and, I have to look at myself, and I shared this with some of my friends. I start to hear myself condition my mental thought around, other people. And so that when I'm with other people, I start to feel like, okay, I need to wash stuff. And that's a condition. There's some conditioning that that we can go through when we do this. So part of it is a good thing, but there's a part of it that may not be good. And so, when we are telling ourselves things in our heads, whether it's, oh, I don't like this person, or this person's a bad person. If we want to talk about exes, they're mean, they're controlling. Or if you want to talk about your stepkids, they're disrespectful. There comes a time where we start conditioning ourselves to look for those moments. And so, I'm very cognizant that recently, with everything I'm hearing and listening and being around people, I've had the tendency to want to disinfect everything in my house. Now, I do understand the purpose, and we're in lockdown and everything, but I also have to condition my head that this is something we're doing because of a virus, and not to condition myself to do this out of fear of anything. So that's something I've been talking a little bit more about, is being aware of any conditioning you are doing. And when I say conditioning, I often think of the Pavlov experiment, where, Pavlov would be ringing a bell and the dog would salivate, and then that signed food. And so just being aware of pairing things together from, I see someone come in the house, oh, I need to go clean my house. That is called conditioning. And so being just cognizant of that. So I write it down in my journal so that I could pay attention to this and make sure that, that if I am doing like the cleaning, it's because it really needs to be clean, and not out of a habit. Oh, someone comes in my house, I have to be cleaning and disinfecting. Maybe that's not what something you're going through, but I thought I want to share it and let you see. And then the third success, and I'm writing this down, is we did our Zoom call tonight. Yep, we did our Zoom call. We didn't have a lot of people. We hung out with my step family expert friends and colleagues, and we hung out and we talked and chat, and that was a lot of fun. And I think that it's important to just have people that you can chat and hang out with. So we had the Zoom call tonight. We're going to have another one on coming Friday, and that'll be from 10 to 12 Eastern, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you ever feel like jumping in and saying hi on the Zoom, it's for everybody that just wants to hang out and talk and say, hey, this is what we're doing. Come and join us. And so we're pretty low key, and we come together and we talk. We talk about what's on our hearts and what's on our minds. So whatever you feel you need to talk about. So these are my gratitudes and my successes. So what are yours? Have you been writing them down? Have you taken notice of them? Are you seeing some pattern for yourself, or noticing anything that is repeatable, or that you notice, this is interesting? Because one of the things I know is that, when you notice something and it makes you want to pause, maybe take the time to say, this is interesting. I wonder why this is something that is making me think about it. Maybe it's nothing, and that's okay too. All right. So let me know what you think. Post in the comments below. I would love to hear and see what you're doing, and to help you celebrate your successes and honor your gratitudes as well. All right. So we will see you tomorrow night at 10, same place, same time, same person. All right. Take care and enjoy your rest of the evening. Bye.